Are we going on tour, dude? Did you tell me we're going on tour?
Going on tour. We are going on tour. We're going on the Big Talk Podcast with Chris and Greg tour.
Hell yeah.
With Chris.
And Greg.
And Great White.
And coming to a city near you. 2 guys. 2 mics.
Who's that?
Beers. Burgers. And brew. No.
Beers is fine. Just beers. Just beers. What's up, guys? Thank you for coming back. Another episode of the Big Talk Podcast with Chris and Greg. This is Chris.
This is Greg.
And this is Great White and their number 4 album, Twice Shy.
Yeah. You know what was funny was I heard once they said that they were going to do once the album was going to be called Once Bitten, they knew their next album was going to be Twice Shy.
I'm sure.
And I'm glad they stuck with it, man. It worked. It's a compliment from that last album to this album. Not that they're the same, not that there's a part 2, but it's a great compliment, and I think they even upped up their stage in the sense of songwriting and showmanship.
I will agree and disagree. I don't think that this album is. I think that their previous album, Once Bitten, is better than this one.
Okay.
I think this one just lacks something. Like, that's the chorus. Listen.
But remember,
it's lame.
Okay, but remember I told you that there's singers that they're not always on there like that. Like, it's not like the LA Guns were the guys that all of them sang.
I know,
this
but
is not.
It sounds.
The chorus to you, the chorus wasn't there.
No, not at all. First, when I'm listening to this, I'm like, what's going on here? This song, I'm not a big fan of it. Terrible for an opener. They could have picked something else. I don't know which one. Maybe one of the hits they could have thrown up there, but I'm not a big fan of this song at all.
I think Move It is like it says, so they're road dogs, and they're like, hey, we're starting up again. Let's move it. Let's get, because obviously you heard big 18-wheelers starting up, packing up their stuff and moving. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what they're saying. Hey, we're on tour. We've been on tour. We're going back on tour. Let's kick it. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go. I see where you're going wrong with the big chorus. So like they should have been something different. Like, come on, we needed a bigger,
like a shovel to the face, dude, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who was doing the order of this song, but let's go to the next one.
Yeah. Heart, the Hunter.
Heart, the Hunter. Oh, wait, you just said that.
So to you, this is a better song than
I like
Move It.
Yeah, I do like this song better. They kind of do on this song. They do a lot of this where it's I don't even know how to describe it or what the term is. It's like the Jack is singing, but there's not much going on instrumentally. It's just like the drummer in the back. They do that a lot more in this album.
Okay.
On their previous stuff, it was fuller, and I kind of enjoyed that more. Where here, I don't know if they were trying to do something different or change it up a little bit, but for me, it's just not as enjoyable. I do like this song more than the previous one, but I like this chorus better. The other one was like, what? Forget it.
So the other one didn't hit you off as a starter song.
No.
But now you're like, okay, now you're getting into some meat
that was
potatoes.
that was the definition of filler as a first opening track.
Wow.
Dude, and that
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's huge, dude.
Yeah. I was not a big fan of that song, but you know what? They start to redeem themselves here a little better. A lot better actually. I'm always gonna, we're not always gonna do albums that both of us love. We're not always gonna do albums that, So we're always gonna give our honest take on stuff, and sometimes there's songs we like, and sometimes we don't.
Yeah, that's
some
true.
albums we like more, some albums we don't. We're just gonna give our honest opinions. The first track I didn't like. I thought it probably shouldn't even have been on the album. This one's way better. I don't think this should have even been the opening track, but it's better than the opening track they chose, so it would have been a better choice. But there are some songs on this album that are really, really good. So we'll get to those later.
Why don't you move to the next one?
Hey man, let's go.
So back to that theme of back on the road, highway nights.
I thought I hit the wrong button there for a second, and I went back. I started listening to the opening track. I was like, what did I do wrong? And then here it comes. Yep.
We're back in the RV. Or we're back in the from a bus stop.
The big talk U-Haul. Let's go.
See, I'm digging this. I believe they got a new bass player for this album.
Yes, they did. So it's got Jack Russell is singing, obviously, still.
Yeah.
Mark Kendall guitar. Lardy is on rhythm guitar, keyboards, backing vocals. He's producing. He's doing everything.
Yeah.
Desborough still on drums, and yes, Tony Montana.
There you go.
Tony Montana on bass. It's okay. Tony Montana.
Do you know he's still one of the members in Great White right now? Not Jack Russell's Great White, but Mark Kendall's Great White.
What's going on?
These guys, man, they like to continue their bread and butter, dude.
You got to attach that name to it, or people aren't gonna know.
Yeah.
If Mark Kendall or Jack Russell tours, no one's gonna go.
Yeah.
But if it's Jack Russell or Mark Kendall's Great White, oh, Great White, oh, I know them.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
let's go see them. But unless you have that big name, people aren't gonna go.
I don't like it.
You don't like it when I don't like it when they split up and they do two different versions.
Yeah.
Only one version.
I don't like it.
Only one version.
It pisses me off.
And it shouldn't always be the singer, right? It doesn't always have to be the singer. Although that's who you usually identify a band with, as the singer. It doesn't always have to be the singer. Just saying. I like this, dude. It's a good song. Still shouldn't be an opener, though. I'm being very critical.
That's fine.
Maybe there's no openers on this album.
Maybe there's no openers, dude. I mean, you got it on that one, dude.
Maybe it should have been like skipped like a blank track 1, 2, and 3 and just gone to like 4.
Ouch. You're terrible.
I know I'm terrible. Well, you like this one right here, Highway Nights? It kind of goes along with the, you know, like you said at the beginning, they're touring, they're road dogs.
Correct.
That's
Road
what they
dogs.
like to do. Kind of like with the Move It song that opened.
I'm okay to move on.
All right, let's go. I know you've been chomping at the bit for this one.
What? A ballad? Yes, of course. Jack Russell. The Angel Song is what this is called. I know there was a video and it's a live performance, and these guys were in all in white. You know, more candles, more singing, more girls dancing seductively.
Seductively, Silkies.
The Silkies. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite songs, the Angel Song. Love it.
This, I'll be honest with you, this was to me, I mean, we haven't heard their big hit yet. We're going to hear it. Once Bitten, Twice Shy. It's all coming, guys. Don't worry about it. It's on this album. But this was a song like they did. What did they do on the last album? Lady Red Light, Save All Your Love. What did they do on this album? Once Bitten, Twice Shy, the Angel Song. They're following the formula. Rocker, ballad. Rocker, ballad. That's what they're doing, man. Sebastian said that's the formula, due to success. Put out your rocker, then your ballad. I think this is a great song. I love this song.
But this album has more than the rocker ballad. There's other songs.
No. I mean,
kick ass.
That's what you released. Their first release was Once Bitten, Twice Shy. That was the first single.
And the second
The
release
second
was
single
Angel
was Angel Song.
Right.
So on their first album, it was Lady Red Light. The second release was Save All Your Love.
What was the third release on this?
There was no third release on
There
their
was
first
no?
album.
Wow, I would have said 2 more songs that I thought were...
Not that I have on my
hits.
favorite, but on this one, House of Broken Love was third.
Yeah, there you go.
On this one. But man, this This is a great song right here. Oh shit, he's singing, guys. Sing it, Greg.
No way. Fly, lonely angel.
God. When are you coming out with your album?
Soon, it's in the works. Me and Mick Mars are recording it. And John Karabi.
Is John Karabi playing guitar, or is he background, or what?
He's background vocals and guitar.
There we go. So we got Mick, John Karabi, we got Greg. Who else is in your band, dude? Who's slapping the bass?
Yeah, I'm slapping the bass. Mr. Geddy Lee. Ooh.
Yeah, great song, dude. This one really kept their trajectory going. You know, they really came out big and strong with the first single, and then this one really kept them going on, especially on MTV, where that was enough to sustain you. It used to be you had to have that huge radio play and get heavy rotation. Now you could get radio or MTV. It didn't have to be. You could have one or the other. You didn't have to have both, and because there were two options now.
Yeah. You know what I did like about this too, Chris, was this ballad is definitely different than Save Your Love.
Oh yeah.
You know, Save Your Love is, you hear more guitars, you hear this. This is more piano based on this kind of stuff like that. So I love it.
You know, and also Save All Your Love it comes across to me as more personal. Where it was a song that was written, it sounds like to me that when it was written about someone specific in mind. Where this one just sounds like, let's write a ballad.
Okay.
Right? Maybe it's about someone that passed away, the Angel song, possibly.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that personal touch to it, or personal sound, or personal something that I felt on their other ballads. Still a great song, though. I'll tell you that much right now, baby. Ready?
Yes. This is one of those deep cuts that I thought was a single, but remember I told you on KNEC sometimes they'd play tracks that were deep cuts and people would just love it, and this was one of them, Missed a Bone. How I remember that a lot too is sometimes there'd be rock shirts and it'll say Great White, and then it said Missed a Bone in the back, and so I knew that a lot of people loved this deep cut song, it's a great song. It's a great rock and roll song.
I think that they made a video of this song. I think they had a video for this on MTV.
Okay.
I think I was looking on YouTube yesterday, and I saw it on there. I'm pretty sure. I'll check it out later. What do you think this song's about, Greg?
Sex.
Yep.
Drugs. And sex.
Or just sex.
Or just sex.
Yeah, that's all it's about. That was a big subject for these guys back in the day, and I know I got really high-pitched right there, but that's okay. This song is okay.
Okay in the sense of like it's a cool song, or okay, like it's all right.
Does
it really do anything for you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything for me. Here's the thing with the song. If you're gonna give me a build up like this is, how long are we into the song right now? Let me just peek. 1.5 minutes. That's the build up. The payoff wasn't worth it.
Oh, okay.
This is the payoff right here. Wasn't worth it for me to wait. I need the like something bigger. I need a bigger thing at the end of my build up.
Okay.
A bigger ending.
Got it.
So that's kind of why it's okay. Dude, these songs are freaking all long. There's only 2 songs under 5 minutes on this album, and they're 4 minutes and 50 seconds and 4 minutes and 51 seconds. What is going on here? Like, there's 9 songs, dude. This thing's almost an hour.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe it's so different from a lot of things that were going on in that day. There's no 3.5 minute, 4 minute song. I need that, dude. I need that to kind of let's go. You know, I like that in an album. But if you're gonna be making these songs this long, they gotta be. I want to listen to it for 5 minutes. There's very few of these songs that I want to listen to for 5 minutes.
All right.
2 or 3, maybe 4. The rest of them, they
Why
need
don't
to
you
cut
move
them
to the
down.
next one? There you go. Baby's on fire.
Baby's on fire.
Baby's on fire. Go.
The wow wow.
Baby's on fire.
Let's talk about this album cover. It's got the red silky sheets. It's got the shark swimming through it. It's got the 2 pair of legs.
Yeah.
Now, 1 pair of legs is of the girl that was on their first album. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. I can't remember. The other pair of legs are Bobby Brown, who was in the Once Bitten, Twice Shy video,
Yeah.
married to Janie Lane, was in a couple other music videos. You may know the names of those other videos. So she was actually like a music, like almost like a darling of MTV before Alicia Silverstone was a darling of MTV. You know,
Yeah.
when she was in those Aerosmith videos. She was like Tawny Katane, Bobby Brown, Alicia Silverstone.
Ah,
There we
okay,
go.
yeah.
Those are the 3. But yeah, her legs are here on the cover of the album, and I like the cover, dude. It's simple. There's nothing overt about it. It's cool, dude. It fits the band, what the band's all about. Great White with the shark fin, the ladies. I like it.
Why don't you bring me to the next hit?
The next hit, we didn't even talk about the song.
Well, because how long was the band? It was like, all they did was rock and roll, baby.
Baby's on fire, dude.
Yeah.
Baby's on fire.
Fire.
Can't get enough, dude. Can't get enough. She's got what it takes. Baby's on fire, dude. See, I mean, here's another song. I'm not. Yeah, we can go to the next one. I'm not enamored with it. Sorry, Greg. Oh, here we go.
I love this song.
I love this song too.
House of Broken Love.
Yeah.
Love it. Bluesy, rhythm, sexy, sensual. I love it, man. I'm digging it.
Yeah. House of Broken
House of
Love. This song was written because some guys in the band's relationships had ended, and that's what the song was about, was House of Broken Love.
Yeah, definitely.
And you could feel it. Kendall, definitely, you know, you can feel it in his guitar playing, Jack Russell and his singing and his lyrics. I mean, just relationships were ending, and what you expect when rock bands are out touring and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. So I love it, dude. And you know what? Yeah, this song takes a little bit to get to the vocals, but you can feel the emotion and hear the emotion in the guitar playing. Love it.
I do too. I think this is a great, beautiful song. I absolutely love it. I love to hear it. It gets played on Hair Nation every once in a while, Sirius Radio. So I love to hear that. You know, I always come in about halfway, but I'm usually rocking to it.
You change it halfway through the song?
No. I'm like, you know, if I'm switching channels,
okay.
and I notice, you know, Hair Nation has Great White on it, and I'll usually put it on there.
I got the name of the other girl.
Yeah, what's
Tracy Martinson. Tracy with a Y. Tracy Martinson. House of Broken Love, though, is what we're listening to right now, dude.
So whose heart did she break? Jack's probably.
Maybe. I don't know. Poor guy.
You got a song out of it?
Yeah. Hey, Alan Niven, dude. Produced this album. Alan Niven, if you guys don't know, was really the power behind Great White. He was their manager. He produced that with them. He kind of drove their career in a certain direction. Said, hey, you guys are sounding like this as a rock band. I think if you guys tweaked it a little bit and you bluesed it up, you probably could do a lot more. So he was really a driving force. He was like the sixth member of Great White,
Yeah.
I guess you could say. I mean, he produced this album and was really, you know, the one that was putting them out there and really gave them, you know, everything they needed to be successful. How many times platinum has this album go?
2.
Correct. Did you already know that?
Kind of, but I wasn't sure because, you know, a lot of times when you ask me these things, I remember back in the day. So when this album came out in, it was 88, 89?
89, April 12th.
So that's what I'm thinking from that point on, the last 2 years. Okay, here, oh wait, Great Whites, you know, twice shy, platinum, Great Whites, double platinum. So it's in my mind, I think there's more, but maybe rephrase that. I want more, but I go back to what I think it was. You know, that's why I was kind of surprised on the LA Guns. It was like, I thought they were platinum. You know, basically those two, and they're like gold.
I would
like,
have thought that Cocked and Loaded would have been a platinum. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I was just kind of flipping through here while you were talking. I was listening and reading. Somebody that had reviewed this album when it came out, David Spodek of RPM. And I kind of agree with him what he says. He says the main problem is the original material is missing that something special to distinguish them from the rest of the heavy metal crop, and may result in them getting lost in the crowd. I don't 100% agree with that. I think that they did kind of differentiate themselves by having that blues touch to it. It was a lot different than a lot of what was going on at the time. But at the same time, there's nothing exciting about it.
Okay.
The ballads are great. The ballads on this album are great. Two of their better ballads. I love it. But there's nothing that else I can grab a hold of that makes me say, yeah, dude, fuck yeah, Great White. And that's kind of what, you know, it become a formula for everybody. When we're talking 89, this is kind of the last hurrah of this genre of music. Like right now, 89, This is it. This is actually it, the last hurrah. Is this part of it? Did they start mailing it in? Said, we got this, we got a rock song and a couple ballads. Put the album out. What else you got? Doesn't matter, fill it in. I'm not saying it's all filler. And I know they put their heart and the soul to their songs, but maybe it just didn't come across like as great as it should have. I don't know I don't know how to say it, but let's go. And I do like Great White as a band, so don't get me wrong. It's just there's songs on this album that I'm not a big fan of.
Okay, House of Broken Love, beautiful. I love it, man. This one too, I don't think is a deep cut for me. She Only, and I love it because it's a guitar and a vocals.
Yeah.
And that's how you sing it. Is it a balladish? I would say.
Oh yeah.
I would say balladish, but I love the vocals, guitar. It's all you need. Here, where's MTV Unplugged? Let's play. And that's what you got. So I love it, man. I think it's great.
I'm a big fan of the guitar and vocals only. I love it. Can't get enough, but that just goes to show you, dude. Okay, what are we looking at? Angel Song, House of Broken Love, She Only. And then the rocking hit, Once Bitten, Twice Shy. I need more, dude. It's a rock band. Give me the rock. Their rock songs are not as high a quality as they should be. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to say, but they're just not doing it for me. Angels, right? What are the best songs on the album? Angel Song, to me, Angel Song,
House of Broken Love.
House of Broken Love, Once Bitten, Twice Shy, She Only, Missed a Boat, number 5. And then the rest. So that's half the album.
Yeah.
So listen to that, dude. It's beautiful, dude. It's a great song. It's right up there with the rest of the ballads on this album.
Yes.
It's different. You're not going to get this on MTV because they already had, other ballads. You can't put a third one out, or you're going to be pigeonholed big time. But I love this song, dude. It's right up there. It's right up there, even with the other ones, with Angel Song and Broken Love.
I love it that you say pigeonholed and shit like that, because some bands did get that way. I want to say the next album after this probably was in the early part of the 90s when grunge happened, and it kind of after that it was like, yeah, you're not going anywhere with this. Start to fade and kind of move to the left a little slowly. Yeah, I agree with that.
You ready to go?
I really love the song. I mean, I don't know what to tell you on that one. It's just, it's one of those things that I've always felt for on this kind of album. So, yeah, go ahead and move, Chris. I'm missing.
Okay,
but
it's beautiful.
It is definitely one of my favorite songs. Oh, then you got the hit.
Yeah, this was the big hit. Once Bitten, Twice Shy,
yeah.
a cover song. from who was it? The cover. Ian Hunter's "Once Bitten, Twice
Yeah.
Shy" as a cover. Best song on the album.
Yes.
Killer video.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Killer video. You know, you had them singing, kind of like a warehouse.
Yeah.
Performance kind of thing with just the girls. It was like supposed to be like their girlfriends kind of a situation. Like we're singing to our girlfriends and playing in front of our girlfriends. This is kind of what the concept of the album was. But it had Bobby Brown. Then this was the first big video she came out on. Bobby Brown, the girl from Cherry Pie, Warren's Cherry Pie music video. This was the first big video, big one. Not her first video, but the first big one. And every guy that saw her come out was like, holy shit, who is this girl?
Jaw-dropping
yes.
female. Yeah, definitely on that, man. This definitely had MTV all over it. These guys definitely had the poofy hair, you know, all the jewelry, all the rock and roll apparel to it. And then right now when it kicks into the groove, that's when the girls come in all dancing and singing and shit like that.
Yeah, I love it how they come in. I love first you see, I don't even think it was this first one, was it? Was it this first one?
No, I don't think so.
But I love it because you talk about how they had all the rock and roll jewelry. I remember there's that shot of him holding the mic and he does the one finger.
Yeah.
He's got the like rings on his finger. It's like, oh man, that's so cool. I got to order some rings. Where's my Hit Parader magazine? There it is. Order some rings, dude, from Hit Parader. Remember that shit? You go through the magazine. Oh my God. This is killer stuff right here.
As soon as it goes in and out, the guitar goes in. Then the girls start showing
They
girls.
they slide right into the side of the video, dude.
They're showing the guy smiling.
You know, I was doing my research for this episode. I was watching some of the music videos. This is one I didn't have to watch again. It's so like ingrained into my mind, every moment of it, because one, it got played just as like, that's killer, dude. If that doesn't make you get up out of your seat and move, I don't know what will.
I know, man.
But this thing, it's like, it got played at nauseum, but no one cared because visually and sonically, it was great. Well, it was hitting on all cylinders. I'm surprised that it wasn't bigger than it was, because it was big, but I thought it could be bigger. I love it, dude. Get it.
Do you think it had too much of a honky-tonk feel to it? Like, listen, the piano is more like, you know, honky-tonkish piano. Than...
I don't know, because a lot of bands were starting to bring that stuff in. You had your Great White, you had your Cinderella, you had your Tesla. Some of the bands were starting to bring a little bit of that, more of that stuff in. And some of them were trying to dabble. You know, Poison kind of dabbled a little bit. They had a little more piano going on in their music and kind of stuff. You also had your other bands that weren't doing it all, but you had some things that were going on a little differently. So I don't think that was bad. This is a hit, dude. It was a hit.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. You know what else I love?
What else do you love, Chris?
I'd love to tell you where this song charted. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Number 5. This song went to number 5 on the Billboard.
Damn.
The Angel song hit 30. House of Broken Love hit 83. And I know we're starting to wind down, so I'm going to let everybody know where they can go to find us. Greg,
Sounds
is
good,
that
man.
okay with you?
Definitely.
At BigTalkCG.podcast on TikTok and Instagram. Go to our Instagram bio. You can find out everywhere you can see us or listen to us. At BigTalkCG on Twitter. BigTalkCG@gmail.com. YouTube, Facebook, The Big Talk Podcast with Chris and Greg. Go watch us, stare at us, look into our eyes.
And don't forget to smash it. Anyways, guys, this is Greg from the Big Talk Podcast with Chris and Greg. See ya.